Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to J Will Trap TV. We are back with another video, back with another Shy review. We are here with episode 3. This episode is called House Party. So, I'm watching the Shy, and, Shy in Power is going a little slow, but I'm liking it. I'll tell you guys what I think about the whole episode at the end of the video. But let's jump right in. Let's go. So we start the episode off, and Emmett, he's over here cleaning his apartment. Tiff shows up and she says that they've been through a lot and that they're both excited about each other's futures. Tiff, she comments on Emmett's new swag, Emmett looking like he going to a meeting and whatnot. And Emmett's like, yo, this is me, bro. This is the new me. This is how I move now. Tiff over here, she looking tired. She over here looking like she has some second thoughts. My boy Emmett, he up in the house now. He just dropped the car. He got real money. Rob gotta go ask for that bread. So they agree to go out for lunch and we end the scene. So we go over to Keisha and Emmett. They're at the new house. Looks like she's already made that new house a home. And they start talking about a housewarming party that they're gonna have tomorrow and some folks they're gonna invite. We switch over to Smokies and we got Kenya over here, looking like a little, skinny little leopard, and she getting yelled at by a customer. This dude in here going ham, he's saying he didn't get a text message about his order and his order's not ready. Papa come out and Papa handled the whole situation, diffused this whole situation like an adult, and he makes the dude apologize to Kenya. After he diffuses that situation, Kenya turns over to Papa and she says that she's really impressed with how he handled that. He got the expert customer service skills in the house. And Papa's like, yo, I do this shit all the time, So Papa, he got a little bit of maturity to him coming through. Well, Papa always been mature. So right inside Smokies, we got Jamal over here chilling with Lynae. And he's still over here wanting to meet her street nigga boyfriend. He gives her game on what, Bakari's life is probably like, because, he keep on saying that he's a lookout, but he's like, no, it started off being a lookout, but then he got to catch a body. So Lynae's trying to say that Bakari's different, but Jamal says you got to be careful because you might end up doing time for a nigga and that these street niggas don't give a fuck about you. So Lynae's saying that she ain't gonna do no time for nobody. And you can tell that she's thinking about what he's saying about Bakari. So we go back to Keisha and Emmett's house, and the house party has officially started. They having a housewarming party for their new house. Keisha's invited Malaysia over and they having a conversation, and she over here asking too much about her business. She asking her about the rent, and it's not even rent. Keisha gotta tell her, nigga, we don't pay rent, nigga, we pay mortgage. Nigga, do you know what buying a house is? And then she's like, well, how much is the mortgage? Then she started trying to talk about, oh, well, I heard that rent is like, oh, your money away, duh, bitch. So I'm over here just like watching, and I'm just like, yeah, Keisha, you need to get you some new friends, because this girl is very basic, bro. Is she pregnant? Where her baby daddy at? We see Tiff and Rob come in, and first thing Keisha say to Tiffany is, oh, that's a nice car that you got. And then Tiffany say, oh, don't be tripping. You got a house out this nigga too. So I'm over here like, bro, Tiffany hella disrespectful, bro. Tiffany, why would you say that, bro? Why would you say you got a house out of him too, as if you got a car out of her nigga? Like, bro, you should have kept it cool and was like, oh, hell yes, thank you. Gave her a little fake thank you. You didn't have to comment like, make it seem like y'all getting something out of my boy Emmett, because Emmett didn't have to do that for you. He did that out of the grace of his kindness, bro. He didn't have to get you that car. He got you that car because your ass was trifling. We go back to Smokies and Shot is here. We see our boy Master Marshawn walk in. He's the guy from Instagram. He was telling Emmett to do the celibate challenge, right? So Shot's trying to get advice from him, but Marshawn is like, bro, here's my cash app, bro. Then I'll give you some advice. But they sit down, they rap for a little bit. They start talking about Shot's woman. And then they realize that they both need to go to Emmett's party. So they slide up there together. So we go back to the party, and Jada's over here. She's talking to Emmett's realtor. And they having a conversation and stuff. He telling her about why it's important to buy homes in the Black community. And, she's a little upset that her family got moved over to the West Side and they're not back close to where she is. But in the end of the conversation, she asks this nigga if he's single, and I'm over here wondering why. But she asks him if he's single, and he's like, nah, I'm taken. So then they move on. We switch over to Nina and Dre, and they got Keisha a air fryer for her housewarming gift. And then Nina started talking to Keisha about all the bad aspects of her and Emmett's relationship. She started saying that, that she got to take care of his 3 kids. And she's saying stuff about that they bought a house and they not married and stuff. And she just kind of going on, and she's starting to kind of make Keisha second guess herself. Keisha says that she's happy and she storms off. So then when Kevin comes in and he waves at his mom from afar, he didn't even walk up and give her a hug. And then she started getting mad and complaining to Dre that maybe her, her kids aren't dependent on her and stuff like that. And I'm starting to think that, okay, you coming down on Keisha and stuff, but is there a different reason you coming down on her? Are you coming down on her because she not coming to talk to you, not making decisions with you? Because she makes a comment about her being mad that Keisha didn't even talk to her about her signing up for the house. So Dre started going into the therapist mode and trying to, tell her, hey, your kids is growing up and they about to be a little bit more independent. They gonna need you for some things and not for everything. And then Nina can start getting mad and she don't wanna hear Dre and tell her to stop being a therapist for her. So then Dre's like, come on, girl, let's go dance. Let me calm your ass down. Nina always tripping, bro. Nina always having those midlife crises and shit. Dre gotta come in and save her. So now, Duda come in with his crew and everybody get quiet. He roll up here with Nuck and Bakari. He comes in and he gives Emmett a box And he tells Emmett to open it now, but not to open it in front of everybody. But he's like kind of giving him orders and shit. And Darnell is over here watching this whole shit go down, and he not liking a single thing about it. You can tell he's pissed. He don't like this nigga Duda. He don't like him working with Emmett. We go over to Nuck. He's trying to light a blunt in the house, and Keisha walk up and tell him to take that shit outside. You know, you're not allowed to smoke up in my brand new ass house. And I don't even know why this nigga would even do that, why he would even ask. See, these niggas, they're out of pocket. They come in your house and they start trying to light up blunts and shit, talking about it's cold outside. Boy, you better go take your ass outside with that big ass Batman coat you got on, nigga. And then Rob, he's here and he says he'll smoke with Nuck outside, and that kind of diffuses the situation, so they go outside. We switch, we go inside Emmett's room, and he's in here with Duda alone. And he opens up that box, and guess what? It is the gun from the trailer. He tells Duda that he don't need this, and Duda says that every man needs protection. And Emmett's like, who wants to hurt him and his family? Like, he don't got no enemies, he ain't got no beef with nobody. Like, nobody trying to hurt him. He don't feel good about this. He don't need this. Duda says that he can't start just dressing like a boss. He gotta act like a boss. And you know, bosses carry guns and shit. He said he never leave his house without his gun. So he leave the room, and then Emmett over here, he's like, yeah, I'm a boss. I'm a boss. I'm a boss, then gotta start pointing the gun at the fucking mirror and shit to kind of convince him. He even drops the gun, and I'm like, bro, Emmett, you're not ready, bro. You're not built for this kind of shit, man. Just own your business. Get out from this nigga, bro. So Emmett, he puts that gun in the drawer and he walks out the room. When he walks out, Darnell's standing outside the door, like, you know, he was probably standing there when Duda came out and stared his ass down too, but we didn't see that part. But Darnell is like, yo, where's the bathroom at? And Emmett's like, it's right across the hall. But Emmett walks away, and you can tell that Darnell is gonna go see what it was that Duda gave him. He wants to know what's inside the box. We go outside, and Nuck and Rob are outside. Rob shows Nuck the new buddy he has, and Nuck asks him if he's still selling for Duda, and Rob says that Duda can sell his own shit. Then Nuck try to ask him where he's getting this new bud from, and Rob is like, nah, that's a secret, bro. I get it from a guy. So then Nuck is like, bro, I keep everything 100 with you. And then Rob's like, except for what happened to my uncle. And then this nigga Nuck start lying. Rob tries to dig out what happened to his uncle who killed him. Because remember in the last episode, his mom is giving him $100K to figure out who killed Quentin. But Nuck is over here trying to blame it on his gambling, saying that he maybe owed Victor some money, but he's not telling the truth about Duda having a hand in Quentin's murder. So Rob is like, you don't know nothing. And once Nuck is like, nah, I don't know nothing, he keeps lying to him. Rob lets him finish that blunt and he goes back in the house. So next, Victor comes in with Fatima, and he sees Duda in here, and he's like, Duda, why the hell are you here? And then Duda's like, oh, I got invited here by Emmett, and I'm over here investing in him. Then he tells Victor congratulations on his new seat, and Victor's like, man, fuck you, I don't owe you no respect, I don't owe you shit, I did this by myself, and you need to show me respect because I'm in this seat now. Duda's like, you need to watch who you talking to like that. But Victor's like, nigga, fuck you. So Duda keep on telling people to watch how they talking to him. I want to see what happens. You know, I'm ready to see Duda make a move, because people just keep on talking to Duda funny. So we got Emmett over here talking to Kevin, and Kevin's over here eye fucking Maisha. And then Emmett notices what's going on, and he's like, yo, y'all getting back together? And Kevin's saying they're working some stuff out, but pretty much that he likes her. So he's telling people he likes her. He's not trying to hide it. He's cool with people knowing. So we got to see where this goes. Bakari's in the house. He's looking for Lynae. So he goes outside. He finds her. He tries to give her a hug. And then she gets mad. She tells him to get off. She's like, yo, why you gotta be a street nigga? When you gonna stop working for Duda? And Bakari's like, yo, this is temporary. I'm just trying to make some paper over here. And he says that, you know, he's gonna work for Duda for as long as it takes. This pisses off Lynae, and she goes back inside the house without him. We go to Keisha, and she's putting her baby down. And when she gets done, she comes out, and Nuck surprises her. And, you know, he apologizes for not picking her up and causing her to get kidnapped. And Keisha, she actually forgives him. And I'm over here looking at her, because it seems like she like second guessing, because she's second guessing her decisions, because he says some shit like, oh, if I picked you up, that would have never happened. So like almost like this baby wouldn't have happened, you wouldn't have got back with Emmett, you would have been with me. And it just seemed kind of weird. And I really hope Keisha don't fall for this stupid ass shit at this point. So remember earlier in the night, EJ had called Ronnie a little bitch, and now Emmett's over here trying to talk to Tiffany about it. Emmett tells Tiffany that EJ called Ronnie a bitch, and Rob and Tiffany start laughing like that shit is funny. But Keisha's not laughing. She says, yo, am I the only person who doesn't think this shit is funny? And Emmett tries to stand up for her, but Tiff brushes it off. It's like, Emmett, you cuss all the damn time, so why can't he cuss? You know? And Emmett's like, Tiffany, he's a 5-year-old boy. And he tells her that EJ said that he heard it while he was riding the car with them. And Tiffany's like, well, he probably heard it from a rap song. And then Keisha come in and be like, well, can you guys play like radio edited music? And this pisses off Tiffany. You know, Tiffany a real black bitch. And she like, bitch, you can keep your suggestions to yourself, nigga. And then she tells Keisha that, you know, Keisha can have her rules in her house, and that she'll have her own rules in her own, in Tiffany's own house. So I'm like, dang, that's as bad as it could have gone. You know, at least they didn't start fighting, but fuck. And Rob over here, Rob trying to help, Rob trying to be a cool, quiet helper, facilitator, but Tiffany, she just don't want to listen right now. So next thing you know, he switched to Darnell, and this dude is walking real fast out the door. He walks up and he grabs Duda by the back, turns this nigga around, and he says he doesn't like the housewarming gift that he gave Emmett. Duda's like, I just gave him some protection. And Darnell's like, the only thing we need protection from is you. And he tells Duda that if anything happens to Emmett or his family, that he gonna kill him himself, and he out here showing him the gun.
I am not gonna bury my son. My son is gonna bury me.
Bro, I'm telling you, this nigga Darnell is the most gangster nigga on the show right now. Victor even come out and is like, yo, is everything okay, guys? And Darnell like, mind your business, without even turning. They don't even look at this nigga, just say, mind your business, and keep his eye on Duda the whole time. Duda like, do you know who you talking to? And Darnell like, I don't give a fuck about your Billy D. Williams ass, bro. I'm over here like, damn, this fool Darnell, bro, this fool's not scared. He even took his earpiece off, was like, nigga, don't let the earpiece fool you, bro. I'm like, damn, where this nigga been? So Emmett, he's on the porch. As Darnell's walking away, he on the porch, he asks him what happened. And Darnell give him a little tap. He's like, oh, he was just having a chat, bro. Hey, kept the gangster, bro. They didn't go back in, didn't tell nobody business, kept the gangster and kept the gun. So we switched, we go to Lynae. She back at home trying to go to sleep, and she getting text by Bakari. He telling her to come outside. First she say no, but then she go over there and open the door. He come in, he got some hot Cheetos and some juice or something. He say, hey, he's sorry.
I wanna say I'm sorry for the things I've done.
And Lynae like, I'm not going to jail for you. And he like, I don't want you to. And she tell him that her brother Jamal want to meet him, and that she really, that Jamal really don't fuck with him like that because he a street nigga. And he like, bro, this shit is temporary. And she's like, well, how long is temporary? How long are you gonna be doing this for? And he's like, yo, I'm just trying to make enough money to get up off of Papa's couch. But he also says he doesn't want a regular clock in ass job. And I feel that nigga, bro, because I don't like that shit either. But damn, I'm not about to go be working for Duda though. Lynae says that she doesn't want him to die. And Bakari's like, he's not gonna die. And he promises her that he is not gonna die. But knowing these TV shows, what I know is this nigga better die or I'm gonna have a fucking problem with this motherfucking season. That's all I gotta say. Somebody gotta die. Somebody gotta die. Either is Bakari or Stanley's dad, Darnell, Duda, something. We need to see a body drop next episode for sure. So now we go to Trig, and we gonna keep this short. We go to Trig, and he asks Fatima to move in with him. Fatima trying to play dumb like she don't want to move in, talking about, oh, what about your brother? What about this? And he's saying that his brother need to get up out the house anyway. Get this nigga, he's supposed to be grown. He need to get the fuck out of here. And we didn't even see Jake this episode. How come he didn't come to the party? But anyway, he says that Jake is gonna be moving out soon and that he wants to build something with Fatima. So then Fatima's like, okay, yeah, I wanna move in and shit. And then they start smashing. We go back to Smokey's again, and Kenya's here. She's cleaning up with Papa. Look like they about to leave. And Kenya thanks Papa for standing up for her again. And she's like, hey, how about we go bowling next week? And Papa's like, oh, on a date? On a date? And she's like, more like a hangout. And he's like, well, I gotta go ask my mama because it's a school night and blah, 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 blah. And then she look at this nigga like, bro, you just like killed the mood. You know what I'm saying? And then this nigga try to go like, oh, well, you know what? I got a key to the house. It's Thursday. I'm just gonna, I'm a big boy. I'm just gonna tell her what I'm doing. I'm just not gonna come home. And she don't even answer none of this shit, bro, because he just buzzkilled the shit out of it. I was afraid he was gonna ask, well, are we still gonna get together when I turn 18? Bro, you fucked it up. You should have just said yes and went with that chick, bro. You was over here. You over here, I would have been like, I'm working at Smokey's to 11. We're open to 11, Mom. Hell yeah, bro. I don't know why he did that. I told y'all he's gonna mess up the bag. He gonna mess up the bag acting like a little kid. So now we switch to Tiff and Rob driving with EJ in the back, and they over here listening to some fucking killer ass Chicago music. And fucking, EJ in the back, turn. Nigga, this nigga ain't here, turn. Nigga, he ain't here, turn. Right? And then Tiffany looked back there, she looked back there, and then she see this nigga just rapping this shit. So then she put the music on R&B, and this nigga like, oh God, bro, what are you doing? So he calms down. So she realized, yes, this nigga is hearing, some bad influence. He's hearing some bad words on the fucking radio and whatever the hell they listening to. And she changes the station. And Rob, see, this is why I like this nigga, bro. This nigga silently look over and he see that she changed it, but he don't say that and he don't gotta tell her, good job, Mom. He just looking, he just nod his head. So I like that scene right there. Now we switch back to Emmett and Keisha, and they talking about the whole Tiffany situation. Keisha saying that, she's kind of sad that, they couldn't work shit out. And be like one unit. And Emmett was like, well, I was trying, but Tiffany is Tiffany, you gotta give her time. So then they start talking about how their friends they invited, that Lamar dude, he was talking about fucking hoes and having a bunch of women and, pretty much being the old Emmett, right? being the old Emmett, being single but having a bunch of ladies and stuff like that, right? And Emmett was like, yo, I'm not really with that anymore. I outgrew that shit. I don't really have nothing in common with this dude. Keisha over here talking about Malaysia and how Malaysia was all up in her business, and she's saying she don't got nothing in common with them. So they kind of both agree that they're outgrowing people and they're growing up and they're moving forward in their future. So then everything looks good, but then Emmett asked her what Nuck was talking to her about. And Keisha says that they wasn't talking about nothing. And then Emmett asked, was he trying to get back with her? And I felt like he kind of was, you know, I felt like, me personally, I felt like Nuck would have been down, right? But Keisha says, oh, hell no, he wasn't trying to do that, right? And then she asks, what did Duda give him? What was they talking about? And then he lies and says that Duda gave him some cigars. So then he goes to put his phone away. He pulls open that drawer and the gun is not in there. And he starts freaking out, thinking maybe one of the kids got it or someone else came in the room and get it. So he gets up, he starts looking through the house, trying to figure out where the gun is. And then Keisha's like, what's wrong? What's going on? What's wrong? And he says nothing. So he lying to her about this gun. This gun goes show back up. But we know that Darnell has the gun. So I don't really know if it's gonna be that big of a deal. Maybe Darnell's gonna confront him next episode and be like, yo, why are you taking this gun from him? You don't need this. You need to watch out for this nigga. This nigga's, you know, he's trying to bury you in this hole, you know, these gifts, this house, these cars, this money, what, you know, where the fuck is this Smokies in New York? Why haven't you been there? You know, hopefully Darnell comes in and gives him some game and lets him know how dangerous this dude Duda is that he's messing with, right? But who knows? So we end the episode with Emmett looking at the ceiling because he's trying to figure out what he got himself into, what the hell he's gonna do. Overall, y'all, so y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, like what I was saying in the beginning of the video, the Shy is a little slow, bro. Like, you know, the action is a little slow. Like, I feel like this episode, we got a lot of good, you know, rising tension. Like, for example, with Rob talking to Nuck and Nuck lying to Rob, and then also with Darnell confronting Duda. We also had Victor confronting Duda, you know what I'm saying? So I thought that was, I enjoyed those pieces of the episode the most. You know, I like the crime shit. I like the street shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about getting Tracy a boyfriend. I don't give a fuck about that. You know, Jada, yeah, like what Darnell was saying, leave that woman alone, let her be happy. Some of this stuff in this show, I like it because it's like real life stuff that you see with your friends, you know, like that stuff with Keisha and Emmett and Tiffany as far as the kids go, you know, them trying to be one unit and have the kids kind of on the same schedule in both different houses, but then also get along together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I really feel like that would really work, but Tiffany don't want to make that shit work. Tiffany on some other shit. Tiffany still need to mature a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, great, you know, she's trying to get her business and stuff going. But as far as her relationships with other people in her life, it's like if you're not giving her everything, then she don't want to give you nothing. And that's what I don't like about her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like she's a very kind of take advantage friend. She's a very kind of a transactional friend. Like, okay, we cool because you gave me a car. You know what I'm saying? Or we cool because of this. You know what I'm saying? Or we cool because I'm good. But when I'm not good, we can't be good. That's the kind of vibe I get from Tiffany. And you know, like, she's cute, you know, pretty ass girl, but the personality, I don't like. So that's my recap for this episode. I'll catch y'all next week. Once that trailer come out for next week, I'll hop in on that and give my opinion on that thing too. But thank you guys for watching the video. I always appreciate it. Remember, guys, if you like this kind of content, make sure to hit that like button. Hit that like button. It really helps my channel. Also, hit that subscribe if you're new. Fuck with your boy, all right? All right, guys, I'll text you guys later. Peace.